In this example, we want to see how we can compare one subcategory against all the others. If you remember from the first section, we had already done this. So we had put subcategory and sales amount, and we want to look at the sum of sales. And if you remember, we had done a right click, show values as difference from or a percentage difference from. So for example, if I say percentage difference from and I choose maybe chairs as my, or let's say bookcases as my base item, what will happen is that some numbers will be over and some numbers will be below bookcases. Let us remove the decimal place. Now, how do you make this result look a little better? Now, there are a couple of ways of doing this. The first thing I want to do is to sort this data so that there are only three subcategories that are over bookcases that are shown here, and these are below bookcases. Now we can increase the column width. I can select all my numbers, and on conditional formatting, I will insert either a color scale that looks like this, or we can insert a data bar which looks like this. Now this is great. If you notice carefully, it is also drawing a small bar within the cell telling us whether the number is on the right of 0% or on the left of 0%. So for example, if you choose binders, show values as percentage difference from, and binders, this is how your final result will appear. For that matter, we can even put segment in our column so that we get four different columns now, and let's just increase the width a little bit, something like this. So it's an excellent way of representing your data. In addition to creating multiple columns, if you wanted to, you can also insert a slicer. And in my slicer, let's say we want to keep our country. Now this will be a very large list, but we can just put it here. Let's increase the width once again. And you will notice now, if you remember, we want to go to pivot table options and then turn off the option to autofit. We are doing this so that every time the column width does not change. And now we can click on any country and we can see how that one subcategory is related to all the others. Now you notice that in a lot of cases you get these null values. Let's see if we can do something about that. So right click, pivot table options, and we can say that for all our error values, I just want to show a blank cell and not a null error. So it looks a little better now. And as you can see, we can go to any of these countries and it presents a different result every single time. So excellent way of presenting your dashboards.